Hey you guys. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do a tier list because I wanted to make a video. Didn't feel like playing Marvel Snap and recording it, so I thought this would be fun. um, so I thought it would be cool to do one of Nick shows. I think I've seen over half of these, so maybe it'll be interesting and fun, or maybe it'll be dumb. I don't know. But they are listed in alphabetical order, which puts Avatar first, which is obviously S. I think there should be an Avatar rank above S. I don't think it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. To me, Avatar is just like it's really good. It's real good. Yeah, I don't think of any of these shows on the same level as Avatar. For me personally, I know everyone's a little different, but yeah, obviously Avatar is first S. I'm not probably not going to organize them too much, but I might a little bit. Um, Angry Beavers. I haven't rewatched this one lately. I don't know if it's good to eat an apple while I'm doing this, but I was hungry, so um, Angry Beavers. I remember liking. I don't think it's A. I think Angry Beavers might be B for me. Um, yeah, I was trying to rewatch some of these older shows. Well, older shows. I was trying to rewatch some of these, but I didn't rewatch them all. But Angry Beavers, I think I would rewatch because I do remember liking it, but I don't remember like a ton about it. I know I didn't see like every episode or anything, but yeah, pretty cool. Backyardigans, not really one I grew up with. I don't know, just a kid show to me. I don't really know much about it other than the penguin is the same voice as Aang, so I guess that can be a D. That makes sense. Um, the Barnyard. What the hell's the name of the show? Back at the Barnyard. I do remember this, but definitely not one I grew up with. Not quite my era. No real reason, no real affinity for it. Just gonna put it at the bottom, I guess. Yeah, and yeah, this 3D stuff is a little rough looking. It's definitely early 3D, not like the most early. It's not like you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of an example. Um, Big Time Rush again, not really my era of Nick. Don't really know much about him. Uh, yeah, never really watched the show. Just gonna leave it at the bottom, I suppose. Mighty B. I like the way this show looks, kinda. I don't know. It doesn't really do too much for me. I think the only thing I remember about this show is that, um, I think at one point somebody compared the main character to Len. It might have been Len. I don't know. But for that comparison in my mind, I will put it at a D and not an E. So I guess that's pretty good. Blues Clues. I don't know. I'm just gonna put Blues Clues at a C, I guess, because it's like iconic and at least people remember it. I don't know. Or at least people I talk to. What is this? Okay, I remember when I said at the beginning I watched at least like half of these shows. Maybe that's not right. I don't know. Um, Breadwinners. Nope, that's gonna be an E. Not really doing anything for me. A lot of these, I'm just gonna look at the little picture here and decide upon that. So that'll be cool. Um, Cat Dog. I didn't rewatch Cat Dog, but I want to, like a lot. It was one of my favorites growing up, if not my favorite growing up. It was like, I don't know, it was up there with like Rugrats and stuff for me. So that I kind of want to put at A, but because I don't like, I want to try to put stuff that I think is gonna like hold up and is actually like pretty okay, up a little higher. And Cat Dog, I'm not really sure about, but I do remember really liking it. So hopefully it holds up and it's decent. I'm gonna leave it at A. Cat Scratch. Uh, like I feel like this was like a little late for me in my cycle of really watching Nickelodeon a lot. But what I watched, I remember enjoying. So I'm gonna keep it kind of higher than I sort of thought that I would. I'm gonna leave it at a B. I think that's pretty okay. Um, Chalk Zone, I think, like, is just gonna stay high. Like, again, I haven't rewatched Chalk Zone. I don't have as much desire to, but I think the concept and everything was just so cool. I don't know. Yeah, it was just a neat little fantasy being a kid, being able to just write stuff with chalk all over the place and having it come to life and stuff. I don't remember how the show worked, but I do remember like appreciating it, and I think that's gonna leave it for up. Well, I don't know. No. I'm putting Chalk Zone a B. I'm putting Chalk Zone a B because I don't remember it that much. Yep. Chalk Zone is gonna be a B. Danny Phantom, however, is definitely gonna be an A because I think Danny Phantom is really cool. Um, I do remember this one more so than a lot of the other ones. And like I love shows that are kind of episodic, but still have like a through story that are still kind of fun to watch. And Danny Phantom did that pretty well. There's a lot of like continuity and stuff. Yeah, it was a little Avatar-y in that way, and I really appreciate that. Being able to do that line really well. I didn't grow up with Go Diego or Dora, but I'm definitely putting Go Diego at an E. Because gun to my head, I wouldn't really. I mean, obviously, they look slightly different, but I don't know how different they are. Um, Dora, D for Dora. D for Doug. No, I'm just kidding. Doug's wonderful. Doug was one of my favorites. Um, Kind of bums me out. This is Disney's Doug in the picture, even though I'm specifically on Nickelodeon one, but whatever. You can tell because of the sleeves. Everybody knows that. I did rewatch Doug semi recently, and I didn't love it as much as I did growing up. I think it was still good, but I think for that reason I'm gonna leave it at a B. Surprisingly, I don't know where we're at with that, but yeah, B for Doug. Maybe I'll like give it a closer watch. I just watched like a few episodes and I enjoyed it, but I didn't like love it how I did growing up and stuff. So yeah, B for Doug. Drake and Josh. I really liked Drake and Josh growing up. This is definitely going to be the highest. Oh well, no, okay, maybe not the highest live action. Between a B and an A, it was really funny. Drake and Josh was so funny. I'm putting Drake and Josh at an A. I do, again, I want to rewatch this one a bit because I want to see if it holds up and it's still hilarious, but I don't know. I think it will be. I think it will be. Like, I mean, I know controversies, whatever, but I'm just trying to watch this show, man. And and yeah, I just want to try to. I think Drake and Josh might be an A. I think. Fairly Odd Parents is definitely an A. That's gonna go like top A, I think, because it's a really good show. Yeah, I think this is the order that I would put these so far. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents is wonderful. I think it probably, I think it did go down in quality as the show kept on going, which tends to happen, but that's fine. That's okay. The prime Fairly Odd Parents was some like top tier Nickelodeon shit, so yeah, I'm fine with that. Actually, that could be like lower S too, I think, but we're gonna leave it at an A. What is this? Fanboy, Chum, and Chum Chum. No. As Told by Ginger. I don't know who I've talked to about As Told by Ginger, but if you know anything about me and As Told by Ginger, obviously it's gonna stay at around the Dora the Explorer rank, maybe up to Blue's Clues. This show, man, I don't know. This show is a fucking S because it's literally one of the best shows that has ever been on Nickelodeon. And you can come at me with that because I will defend the show to my till my dying breath. It's so fucking good. It's wonderful. It does the episodic thing where like it like keeps a really good story like going from episode to episode, but like it has like the coming of age whatever that I love, and it just does it so well. It's so good. The only thing wrong with the show is like a lot of the coming of age things, it gets cut. It gets cut too short because people are like, this is a kid's show, you can't grow this up, but it's a coming of age thing. It needs to grow up. And so it does get cut too short, which is a bummer. But I'm not gonna fault that because while it was going, it was a really, really good show. Yep. Um all grown up. Now as a kid, I think this would be like A, but as an adult, who has rewatched a few episodes of All Grown Up, we're gonna leave this at around a C because I don't know about this one. I just don't think it is as good as it's not as good as I thought it was growing up for sure. Yeah, because when they first aged up the Rugrats, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. They're like me now. I'm older, and so are the Rugrats, and that's cool. And look at them, how they change when they grow up. But yeah, as a show to watch, nah, no thanks. Um, let's see what we got here. Uh, Harvey Beaks. I've never heard of that, so that's gonna stay right there. Um, now iCarly. See, like iCarly was like in its prime when I was like coming on out of watching this stuff, I guess. So like I know a lot of people would probably put iCarly up with like A's and stuff, but for me it's a B. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. It could be even a C, but I'll be kind and put it at a B. Yeah, that's just for me personally. I think Jimmy Neutron. This is another one that I want to watch more of. I think it's gonna go high B. It's gonna go right in here. Yeah, it's definitely the highest B. Like it could be like a bottom A, but I remember really liking Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, I think the jokes were pretty solid. And yeah, everything about. I mean, yeah, it was like early 3D animation, so it was kind of had like a look. You can kind of tell when it was made, but I don't think that's bad. Yeah, I remember everything landing pretty good for old Jimmy Neutron. Korra, I think would stay at the lowest S. It could go up here, but yeah, Korra's really good. Obviously not as good as Avatar, but yeah. I mean, I know Korra has some controversy, but I never cared. I never really cared. I thought Korra was great. Yeah, especially watching it like as it was coming on. It was wonderful. Just kept me going week to week, even season 2. I don't know. I loved it. Loud House, that sounds loud and annoying. No, thank you. Making Friends. I like the message, don't know the show. Martin Mystery. Looks like Scooby-Doo. You can stay at D. Kappa Mikey. Nah. What's that? What's going on here? You got a superhero thing. We'll put you at D. You can tell how passionate I am about these shows. All Real Monsters. I really love the Calypso, or I can't remember the name of the studio, but man, I really love the animation studio for like this and like Rugrats and Market Power and stuff. Yeah, for me this is probably B. High B for sure. Yeah, I'd say right behind Jimmy. Oh man, okay. SG Classified. Oh my god, there's no Hey Arnold on this list. How is there no Hey Arnold on this list? Hey Arnold is right behind Avatar. and it's not even on the fucking list. That's insane. It's better than like every one of these shows, except Avatar. But yeah, Hey Arnold is the top. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on a Hey Arnold tangent because it's not on here. But man, like, it's so good. It's so good. Like, as an adult, you can go back and watch Hey Arnold and love it just as much. No, more than you did as a kid. And I don't know if that's true about like any of these other shows, except for As Told by and anything in S. I think you can probably appreciate more now than you did then, which is part of the reason it's on S. Uh, and yeah, Hey Arnold is just holds up. Like it doesn't. It's the only one in my S's probably that isn't gonna have like a through story, like kind of something else going on behind the scenes. But I think just the jokes land, the characters are perfect, and everything about the show is just, it's so good. It's amazing. Hey Arnold's, Hey Arnold's perfect, for a Nick show, for sure. Uh, oh wait, shit. Ned's. Ned's is really good. It's basically a cartoon. Um, I'm tempted to put it in A. I'm really filling out my B's, and I'm kind of fine with it. I'm just going to put it at the highest B. For Ned. Big B. Oh, you guys can't hear laughing, but I can. So, okay, Penguins of Madagascar. That's a hard D for me, bro. Ren and Stimpy, a classic. Not really something I grew up with or have much affinity for, unfortunately. I will appreciate it being a classic. Oh God, where can I'm gonna put this right here. I, yep. Ren and Stimpy. Not really. Again, not really my Nickelodeon watching era. But I can definitely appreciate it for the importance that it held. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not something I watched, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are pretty alright. We'll put it at C, and I think I heard this was pretty good from people who do watch. So, Robot Monster, no. Rocket Power, okay, Rocket Power. I did rewatch Rocket Power within the last few years. And it's good. It's rock solid. Yeah, this one I can very confidently put high B's for sure. I really like Rocket Power. Yeah, characters were great. Just yeah, everything. I really like the animation. It doesn't really seem like something that like it feels like I don't know, it feels like a 2000 show, having like, I don't know, the skateboarding, and it was really kind of hitting a vibe. And yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing, for me anyway. It just kind of, yeah, it works, and I think it still works. I think Rocket Power, I don't think you'd be mad watching Rocket Power today. I think it holds up. Rocket Power, no. Not Rocket Power. Rocco. Rocco's Modern Life. Where do you go? I think Rocco might be one of my more favorite older. Yeah, because Rocco was before like Rugrats and stuff, I think. Rocco's pretty old. But yeah, I liked Rocco quite a bit. Man, I don't really want to put it as B again. I have so many B's because I'm not committed enough to make it an A, but also a C doesn't feel right. But unfortunately, I think Rocco falls in here somewhere. I think I would put Rocco probably around here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works. I think maybe Doug could come up here. I think Doug comes up here. iCarly, yeah, I could probably put Chalk Zone. Yeah, maybe Chalk Zone, but yeah. I, I think I like the orders of this B. Maybe a hot take, but I don't know. I enjoy it. Rugrats, I still think holds up. I think Rugrats is a pretty solid A. I didn't. I like half rewatched. It was one of those where I like, oh man, I like the Rugrats. I'll put it on the background while I'm doing stuff. And I mean, it does. It makes me laugh a surprising amount. I think this one holds up pretty good. And yeah, just as an adult, being able to see all of the adult problems that they get into, it definitely has a little bit more of an appreciation going back and watching it. Hold on, this is definitely not in the right order though. I think something like this. Well, no, I believe Jack back the back part A. Yeah, I think that's about how I put that. Maybe like this. I'm not really sure, but something along those lines, I think, is how I would order that. Sanjay and Craig. I don't know. Oh God. Kind of like a little bit of a. Kind of looks like Bob had a mustache as a kid or something. I don't know. I'll put that at D for that reason and that reason only. Planet Sheen. No. Spinoffs are weird. SpongeBob. Oh lordy. Where do you put SpongeBob? I mean, it's. I guess. I mean, technically, I think it should be an S, right? Right? Like, it's so good. It's good. Yeah. Yeah. SpongeBob is an S. I think SpongeBob is the lowest S for me. It's prime. It's prime Nickelodeon. I don't know. It's hard to. It just kind of shaped so many jokes and like a lot of things for so long for so many people, and it's so quotable. Everybody loves SpongeBob, so it's got to be S. It's got to be S. And yeah, for sure. Attacking the Power of Juju. Recognize it. Played the game. D. My Life as a Teenage Robot, I liked quite a bit. Weird, it's gonna go into B. I think I would put My Life as a Teenage Robot around here. I liked it. I guess it is one I haven't watched in a while, which I guess is more of a theme in here than I thought it would be. I feel like I watched some of these sort of recently, but I guess not quite enough maybe to even do this list. But this is what I remember, so I'm gonna slide into B. Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's actually really funny because I did watch an episode of this recently. Also, for every show, I'm just like, that's on here, but Hey Arnold isn't on here. That's kind of bullshit, but whatever. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Yeah. I can pretty confidently throw this into C. Yeah, because like it was kind of fun. Even as an adult, I'm like, oh okay, that's like kind of cool. I don't know, doing all the wacky challenges and stuff. I can at least see how a kid would enjoy it. I'm kind of talking myself down to a D, but I watched it and I didn't hate myself watching it. So, and I watched the whole thing. So I think that's a pretty good statistic, I guess. The Wild Thornberries. Wild Thornberries are good. I think Wild Thornberries might be A. Wild Thornberries A. I think Wild Thorns might be A. Like, I mean, it's good by itself. But then, like, I mean, you throw Nigel in there, the whole Nigel factor. Like, I feel like without Nigel, it'd be like a B. But because he's in there, I think it might be an A. He's so funny. He's such a good character. Just so many things about this show are just so iconic. And, like, I even liked, like, the movie quite a bit. There's a chance it should be in B, but well, I don't know, like, no, I think I like it more than, no, I think it belongs right here. Yeah. Like, I mean, no, yeah, it feels weird moving these up to A, but I think in order, I think I would put Wild Thornberries right here. I think these are pretty interchangeable. I like Wild Thornberries and Rocket Power quite a bit. Yeah, Wild Thornberries I did watch semi recently. Again, half watched, but whatever. But it made me laugh. I had a lot of really good, heartfelt, touching episodes, and I really appreciate that. Which kind of makes me want to move it up a little bit. Man, yeah, I like when shows aren't just like slapstick funny cartoon. I mean, I do love that, but yeah, Wild Thornberries kind of weave in the emotions a little bit, which was cool. But yeah, we'll leave it right there. 3 deliveries. No. El Tigre. I don't know what that is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. Sure. I in my head those were the same show. So that's where I'm at. Tough Puppy. I don't know. It's by the Fairly Odd Parents guy, so I guess it can live above D. Um, yeah. Victorious, nah, not really. Never really did anything for me. But at least I've at least watched an episode. I think I didn't completely hate myself, so we'll put it high D. How you feel about that, Victorious? Um, Wild Grinders. Never heard of it. Bottom of E. Wolverine and the X-Men. I would rewatch this for sure today, but I haven't. Obviously not E, but I remember when I was watching it thinking just like, oh, I just kept rolling my eyes saying Wolverine is not the leader of the X-Men. And like, I hated that the show was even called Wolverine and the X-Men. It's weird it's even on this list because like, I know it's a Nick show, but I don't really associate it in my head as a Nick show. We'll put it top of C, maybe back here. I don't know. Yeah, just because it's only getting up this high because it's the X-Men and I love the X-Men. And I'm fine with that fact. So we're gonna leave it high C because I don't remember much about it. The X's. Now the name of this one sounds familiar, but I don't remember much about it. Or maybe I'm thinking of the show. I think I'm thinking of the show with Donald Faison that was called the EX apostrophe S X's. So that's obviously not the same show. So I think we're just gonna slap this in the middle of D for some reason. Invader Zim, I really like, but I think I like it less than most people. To me, I think that's just kind of middle of B. I think this is about where I would put Invader Zim. Yeah, it was like it was good. I really liked it. I don't know, just didn't do a ton for me. And Zoe 101, I really like Zoe 101 growing up. But I think as an adult watching the show, I cannot imagine the show being higher than like a high C. Yeah. So that's my wonky ass list without Hey Arnold on it. And yeah, I don't know. Hope that was fun. It was kind of fun to put it together. I didn't really know where most of the stuff was gonna go when I looked at it before we started. So, yeah, kind of cool how it panned out, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want me to do any more tier lists or some shit? I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.